Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about biographies are lying about celebrities being Christian. Biographies and articles are lying about celebrities being Christian. And the reason why I want to talk on this because I have met several people online trying to idolize their favorite celebrities while saying they're Christian too, and using the idea that their favorite celebrities are also Christian when they are simply not Christian at all. And what gets me too is that these same fan bases or idolizers, I would call them, have all these celebrity pictures and things on the wall and in their room while claiming that they're Christian, but idolizing these men and these women in the celebrity world more than they serving God. I'm just going to put it out there. They will put all these idol things of their things all on the freaking walls, pictures and all kinds of stuff in their rooms about these idols, about these celebrities. But in the meantime, still claiming they're Christian while not serving Jesus Christ at all. You don't see Bible scriptures on their walls. You don't see the Bible placed there in front of them to read while they saying they're Christian. No, you see all these famous boy bands or girl bands or singers, solo singers, and everybody on their freaking wall. And then they have the nerve to claim they're Christian while idolizing these satanic people. I just had to put it out there, okay, because this is actually happening. So, I'm going to show you how dangerous this is because there's confusion among the people that are lost that's idolizing these celebrities that they should not be doing. Because a lot of these celebrities are not human. They are most likely demonic beings, okay? So, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. When you look up like Brandy Norwood, right? Raised in a Christian household. Now, let's go ahead to what she really is all about.
There are so many people that I stand for, but I ain't gotta lie about shit. My connection to Shaka Khan is loose but real.
Now, wait a minute. She says, Jaguar Wright speaks on Shaka Khan and Brandy emotions after Whitney Houston passing. Also speaks on Mary J. Blige emotions with Aaliyah passing. I never said this publicly before, but that interview that Mary did with 106 in Park right after Aaliyah's pass, they all knew. Now watch what Mary J. Blige say. I want y'all to watch this because see, I rejected that offer in becoming a background dancer in that highly weird. They wanted me to reject Jesus Christ, and I did not do that, okay? I refused that offer, but I want you to see something. I want you to see something very clear what she's about to say, okay? Well, Jaguar Wright is showing what she's about to say, okay? So let's listen.
Shaka Khan was sober and happy before Whitney Houston passed away. She had been sober for years. I'll say allegedly, Whitney Houston's death derailed her sobriety. I've never said this publicly before, but that interview that Mary J. Blige did at 106 right after Aaliyah died, they all knew. Her, Free, AJ, they all knew what had happened. And they said that like they didn't know who done it. Mary was a mess after Aaliyah passed away. Like she said, it was a red rum. And then she cleaned it up with a spiritual red rum. And then she went on to say she was next.
Yeah, this is my tool. We put, the style she gave everybody ribbons. And this, I don't even know what to say. I just know that was a murder. You know what I'm saying? That was a spiritual murder, whether people know it or not. Because God don't kill people. You know what I'm saying? Whether people know it or not. And I could go deep, but a lot of people I would have to really bring proof. You know what I'm saying? For what I learned. And she just was cut down in the prime of her life. And it's so unfair. And it wasn't time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I believe it wasn't her time to go, because from what I know, it ain't supposed to go down like that. And just simple obedience, like, you know, your gut always warned you. This.
The same way Mary J. Blige acted after Aaliyah passed away.
Spiritual murder.
It's the same way Shaka Khan behaved when Whitney passed away. I never said Shaka Khan said anything to me. I said we are close, mutual friends and acquaintances.
Okay.
And that person who knows Shaka Khan very well said that the note that Brandy received from Whitney said, "Help me, they're trying to unalive me." Now, I'm not going to say who that person is, and I don't have to, but that's what they told me. And they said that Shaka told them when she was shit-faced drunk and on prescription meds, crying, enraged, and disgusted with Clive, like, beyond. So when I hear the stories about Diddy, Clive's little Chucky doll, harassing Shaka Khan and her family, makes me wonder why. Because that's how he was. That's how he is. When he knew that there were people who knew things that could destroy his life, he behaved monstrously. The victim, Ashley, who's also represented by Ariel Kidd, the reason why they did what they did to her was because of what she said about Pac and his red rum. When you lose control of an artist, you either have to quickly get them in line or be prepared to let them go. And if they got the gift, and if they have the ability to thrive without you, it's best to get rid of them. Those are the rules. Control and dominate, or terrorize and destroy. That's the system. That's always been the system. So before people go running around not properly relaying the information I shared, I just cleared it up right here on my own channel. But I promise you this. If you doubt me, you're either one of two things. Not willing to accept the truth, or you've been warned to maintain the lie.
So, I pause it right there. Now, you just got through seeing how they say on the biography that Brandy Norwood is Christian. This Jaguar Wright person, the celebrity here, that's speaking out against them, you can see she just called out the system. The system in that cahoot is, if they can't control you, they get rid of you. So how can you be saying you're a Christian if the whole industry is about murder? Let that sink in. You just got through hearing Mary J. Blige talking about it's a spiritual murder they did on Aaliyah. Okay? They did the same thing with Whitney Houston and all the rest of them. Because in that industry, it's only about death. How can a celebrity be considered even a Christian if the whole industry is about death? Do you understand where I'm coming from, people? These people cannot come out here claiming that these celebrities that they honor and worship are Christian when these people have sold their soul to the freaking devil to die. I'm just going to let that sink in again. You cannot serve two masters, you guys. Jesus Christ is full of life. Hear me out. Jesus Christ is for life. Satan is for death. Okay? One is for everlasting life, and one is for eternal and everlasting death. Okay? Eternal life, eternal death. Eternal life, eternal death. Let that sink in. You cannot go worshiping celebrities that gave their soul up to eternal death and claim they are Christian. Okay? Now, I just wanted to show you how that whole system is, especially one that's in it. That Jaguar Wright lady. Okay? She's in it talking about how the system is. As a Christian woman, I already knew that because I rejected that system. I rejected the same system that they wanted me to go in. And I was not going to deny the faith in Jesus. I wasn't going to do that. Okay? But these people are getting murdered because they signed a contract to do so. The contract is eternal death. For Lucifer, you signed this to be famous, right? Right. Now your soul belongs to Lucifer. That's how it is. That's why you can't get out the deal, because you didn't sign an agreement with blood. And the only way to get out the deal is through blood. So you can't get out the deal as like still living. You will have to die. See how bad that is? So I just want to show you that you can't call these celebrities Christian when they are not Christian. Okay, I'm going to do Lady Gaga, Mr. Gaga. Look how they call these people Christian, right? Lady Gaga, whose real name is Stefani Germante, was raised Catholic, and while say she still professes faith in God. Now, Catholics are already known as not being Christian to me, because I told you and explained you how they worship the image of Lucifer in there and has voodoo. So then she says, Lady Gaga faith confounds the popular religion in America. She's considered both practicing Christian. Now, you see how they do that stuff? That's very deceiving. Very deceiving upon the lost. Because the lost is thinking, because I'm going to say it like it is, they thinking they're Christian because they say they're Christian. People, just because someone say they're Christian doesn't mean they're doing what a Christian do and what they are saying and being what a Christian is. Because anybody can lie and say they're Christian. Okay? Anybody can lie and say they're Christian. Now, watch this. Now this is
the Jesus mock.
Lady Gaga just did a demonic ritual on Saturday Night Live where she summons a real demon in Mesopotamian literature.
Behold the summoner! Behold Lamastu! Lamastu has seen through you!
Great, now they've summoned Lamash too.
I rebuke that in the
Lady
name of
Gaga
Jesus
is no
Christ.
stranger to
Now, watch this. She actually, Mr. Gaga, actually have blood in there. So that's the blood of a human. I can tell it's the blood of a human. They ain't fooling me.
Don't go on laughing, it's not funny.
Oh, you are rebaptized by the mother of beasts, the mistress of insanity.
Look at that blood.
Magician Pazuzu cannot save you now. Heed the roar of the demon dog.
ones that live under a rock say, oh, it's only comedy, it's just a skit. No, it's not. It's not funny. Not one bit funny. What about all the witnesses that have come forward that have been affected by satanic rituals and satanic cults? People who've been trafficked. There's thousands of them. It's not funny. I know some people aren't religious, so they don't see any significance in things like this. They don't think it's real. I get that. But you really shouldn't be laughing when there's innocent children, men and women, that have been affected by that type of stuff. As for Lady Gaga, we all know what she's like. We all know what she's about. And we all know what she's into.
Okay. You see the satanic pentagram? That same stupid star that the Satanists use, and them same stupid horns with the wings, right? Having blood in a Catholic chalice. That's exactly what Mr. Gaga was holding. Okay. Now, I noticed they also, when they say these celebrities are Christian, they say that they're Catholic. Let's go back. Right here. Okay. Raised Catholic. If you look up Christina Aguilera, they'll say the same thing for Christina Aguilera. They are raised Catholic. And Catholic churches tend to have a demonic air about them. Okay, they have that mess in New Orleans. And they have them here where I stay at in Louisiana. They tend to have this demonic air about their churches. They have voodoo in there because you got voodoo priests in there. You got the baby Lucifer in there, statue. You got the Virgin of Mary that's not even considered to be Virgin of Mary. You got Jesus Christ, picture that ain't Jesus Christ. You know, worshiping fallen angels all in the church. Having these priests messing with boys. You get the drift. None of that Christian, right? None of it. But I'm letting you see how they like to lie in their biographies about these people being Christian. And when you look at their life and see what they're into, there's nowhere Christian is in that game that they so-called say. In that religion they so-called say. These people are Satanists, and they like to disguise and say they're Christian while hating on the real Christians that are Christian. Okay? I have had Satanists come to my comments and tell me they're Christian while lying, saying they're Christian and hating on me, saying I'm the Christian that they don't like. Now, you know, as a Christian, as a fellow Christians, we all know. We all on one accord with the word. We all on one accord with the word. Okay? We ain't going to hate another fellow Christian being on one accord with God's living word. Now, the reason why this Satanist hated me for being what I am is because I spoke the truth about keeping yourself away from idols. Keeping yourself away from idolizing these demonic things. Yet it came at me telling me it was Christian, and I knew, and hating me being Christian when I knew it was not. So I said, no, you're not Christian. Tell me who you really are. And that's when it said, hail Satan. See? So what I do, I command them to tell me what they are. I have that power to do that. I have that power to command these demons to come out. Because I know for a fact they ain't what they are. Okay? Especially when they're trying to disguise themselves, hating on the real followers of Christ. So, I wanted to speak on this because don't trust those biographies that tell you that their religion is Christian. Because if you see them by their fruit that they bear and know that what they're doing in your face ain't Christian, and you know they're worshiping Lucifer in your face with the satanic pentagram using blood rituals and all that, you know for a fact they are not Christian. Okay? I just had to put it out there because we have people online claiming these satanic idols are Christian, knowing darn well they don't do nothing that's Christian. Yeah, I said it. So, people, do not heed to the biographies that claim their religion is Christian. Just so you know, judge them by their wicked fruit. If they bear wicked fruit, that's what you're seeing. Okay? They are full-blown devil worshippers. And you ain't supposed to be serving the devil worshippers and loving on Jesus Christ too. Because you cannot serve two masters. People, serve this word here. Jesus Christ is God.